Have you ever looked around and questioned everything? The sky, the trees, even your own hands? What if I told you there's a chance, a real chance, that we're all living in a giant computer simulation? It sounds like something out of the Matrix, but hear me out. The idea that our reality isn't truly real has been around for centuries, pondered by philosophers and debated in smoky cafes, but in recent decades, it's moved from the fringes of thought into the realm of scientific speculation. The simulation hypothesis, as it's now known, proposes that what we perceive as reality is actually a sophisticated computer program designed by a highly advanced civilization. Think about it. The rapid advancement of video games, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence. Each year these technologies become more realistic, blurring the lines between the virtual and the real. If our technology continues on this trajectory, who's to say that someone, somewhere, hasn't already achieved the ultimate simulation, one indistinguishable from reality itself? This isn't just science fiction anymore. Some of the brightest minds in science and technology are taking the simulation hypothesis seriously, exploring its implications and searching for evidence. So, how did we get here? How did this mind-bending idea go from a philosophical thought experiment to a topic of serious scientific discussion? The answer, in part, lies with a Swedish philosopher named Nick Bostrom. In 2003, Bostrom published a groundbreaking paper titled, "Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?" In it, he laid out a compelling argument that's come to be known as the Bostrom Trilemma. This trilemma, which we'll explore in more depth later, essentially argues that it's highly likely that we're living in a simulation based on the trajectory of technological advancement and the potential for creating simulated universes. Bostrom's paper sent ripples through the scientific community and beyond. It wasn't just the logic of his argument that resonated, it was the implications. If we are living in a simulation, what does that mean for our understanding of ourselves, our purpose, and the nature of reality itself? The simulation hypothesis is a rabbit hole of fascinating and sometimes unsettling possibilities, but it's not just about questioning the nature of our reality, it's about exploring the potential of our future. Let's dive deeper into the heart of Bostrom's argument, the trilemma. It posits that at least one of the following statements must be true. 1. The extinction scenario. Civilizations with our level of technology will likely go extinct before reaching a point where they can create realistic simulations. 2. The simulation apathy scenario. Even if civilizations reach the technological capability to create simulations, they may choose not to, perhaps finding it unethical or simply uninteresting. 3. The simulation reality scenario. We're almost certainly living in a computer simulation. Bostrom argues that it's highly unlikely that the first two statements are both true. If civilizations like ours are common and tend to survive long enough to develop advanced technology, then the number of simulations they could create would be astronomical. If even a small fraction of those civilizations chose to create simulations, the probability of us being in one becomes overwhelmingly high. The trilemma doesn't prove we're living in a simulation, but it does make a strong case that it's a distinct possibility. It's a thought experiment that forces us to confront the limits of our knowledge and the vastness of what we don't know. The idea of simulated realities isn't just a product of modern science fiction, it taps into a deeper human fascination with creation myths, alternate realities, and the nature of existence itself. One particularly intriguing aspect of the simulation hypothesis is the concept of ancestral simulations. Imagine a civilization so advanced that they have the ability to create incredibly detailed simulations of their own past, complete with simulated consciousnesses. These simulations wouldn't just be historical recreations, they would be living, breathing worlds populated by beings who believe their simulated existence is real. If such simulations are possible, who's to say that our own reality isn't one of them? Perhaps we are the digital descendants of a long-gone civilization, exploring and experiencing a meticulously crafted recreation of their past. The implications of this are staggering for our understanding of history, evolution, and even free will. Section 5. The fabric of reality, glitches and constants. If we are living in a simulation, wouldn't there be signs, glitches in the matrix, so to speak? Some proponents of the simulation hypothesis believe there are. They point to certain phenomena in our universe that are difficult to explain with our current understanding of physics, suggesting they could be artifacts of the simulation itself. One example is the existence of fundamental physical constants. These are values like the speed of light or the gravitational constant that are thought to be unchanging throughout the universe. But why are these constants the values they are? Could it be that they are simply parameters set by the programmers of our simulation? Then there are the glitches. Have you ever had the strange feeling that something you remember clearly is different from how everyone else remembers it? This phenomenon, known as the Mandela effect, could be evidence of our simulated reality being altered or updated. Section 6. The Mandela effect, shared false memories or evidence. The Mandela effect, named after the shared but inaccurate memory of Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, has become a popular topic of discussion in online forums and conspiracy theory circles. While there are psychological explanations for such shared false memories, some people believe the Mandela effect could be a sign of something more profound at play, evidence of glitches in our simulated reality. Think about it. If we are living in a simulation, it's conceivable that the programmers could make changes to the code, altering events or details that have already occurred. These changes, however small, could manifest as inconsistencies in our memories, leading to the Mandela effect. Whether you find the Mandela effect compelling or simply a curious quirk of human memory, it highlights the unsettling possibility that our perception of reality may not be as reliable as we think. It begs the question, if our memories can't be trusted, what else about our reality might be an illusion? Section 7. The silence of the stars, Fermi's paradox. Another puzzle that the simulation hypothesis attempts to address is the Fermi paradox. Named after physicist Enrico Fermi, the paradox highlights the apparent contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life existing in the vastness of the universe and the lack of any definitive evidence for it. If the universe is teeming with life, as many scientists believe it should be, why haven't we encountered any other intelligent civilizations yet? The simulation hypothesis offers a chilling possibility. What if we haven't encountered other civilizations because they don't exist within our simulation? Perhaps our simulated universe is just one of many, each a self-contained experiment, isolated from the others. Or it's possible that the programmers of our simulation have imposed limitations on our exploration, preventing us from venturing too far beyond our own corner of the cosmos. Section 8. Can we handle the truth? The simulation hypothesis, with all its mind-bending implications, forces us to confront some uncomfortable questions about the nature of reality, free will, and our place in the cosmos. If we are living in a simulation, are we truly in control of our own destinies, or are we simply playing out a pre-programmed script? Does it even matter? These are questions that philosophers and theologians have grappled with for centuries, and there are no easy answers. But perhaps that's the point. The simulation hypothesis isn't necessarily about finding definitive proof. It's about expanding our understanding of what's possible and challenging us to think critically about the nature of reality itself. It's a stark reminder that the more we learn about the universe, the more we realize how much we don't know. Section 9. A universe of possibilities. So are we living in a simulation? The truth is we don't know, and we may never know for sure. But the beauty of the simulation hypothesis is that it forces us to confront the unknown, to embrace the vastness of possibilities that lie beyond our current understanding. It's a reminder that the universe is full of wonders, mysteries that we may never fully unravel. And perhaps that's what makes the pursuit of knowledge so endlessly fascinating. Whether we're living in a simulation or not, the journey of exploration, of questioning and seeking answers, is what makes us human. So keep looking up at the stars, keep asking questions, and keep your mind open to the infinite possibilities that surround us. The universe is a strange and wonderful place, and we've only just begun to scratch the surface of its mysteries.